Was it recording? It's recording right now. So if it shuts off, that's not on me. Okay, you want to start? You want me to start?
Or you go first. What is the biggest lie in the fitness industry?
By far, the biggest lie in the fitness industry, I would have to say, is how big you can get quick. None of it's gonna be quick, and none of it's just gonna come up overnight. So I would say that a lot of people also think that hopping on steroids is gonna make you just magically big. Even the biggest guys that hop on steroids are also the ones putting in the most work. So that would be my opinion. Is the biggest lie is how big you can get quick. That's my opinion.
No,
How do you feel about that?
I think that a lot of people think that when it comes to the steroids part of it, when guys take steroids, they think that oh, I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna hop on this cycle, and then I'm just gonna magically become this absolute content creator, fitness. Everybody knows me. I'm blowing up, whatever, right? But that's not always the way it goes. I think that a lot of times people get this misconception of this is gonna fix everything. It's like, no, these guys that are doing stuff like this, they're super dialed in with their diets, their cardio. They're waking up and doing hours of cardio in the morning and then going to the gym.
Biggest people, bro.
Yeah,
Biggest
and then
people.
everybody just thinks like, oh, steroids. It's like, no, there's a lot more behind the scenes than what you see, you know?
Yeah, a lot of the guys hopping on steroids, guys, are literally people that have been spending years in the gym. And just to let you guys know that we're not anyone that's just coming on here and saying whatever. First, I've been in the gym since I was 13 years old, and Josh has been. How long have you been in the gym?
I've been in the gym since I was about 17.
17 years old, and how old are you now?
I'm 21.
21. I'm 18 years old. I've been in since I was 13. So we've been in the industry for a while now. And listen, we're not the biggest guys, but I would say by far that we're ahead of, the majority of people, right?
Right.
And by far, you only have like 5%, 5% of the world that actually works out.
Yep.
And
the 5%. Yep.
And not only that, it's just what people post online, what people say online is gonna make you feel some type of way thinking that you can get there quick. The majority of these people online are lying to you. And I'm not saying this to shun anyone because everyone's trying to make it out, right?
Right.
But most of the stuff you guys are seeing online is gonna be from people lying. So
Exactly.
with that being said, I'm gonna start with the next question, all right? Would you rather be strong, aesthetic, or rich from fitness?
Ooh, that's a very good question. I would have to say, I'm the type of guy that, if I could have it all, you know what I mean? I want the
You
whole
wanna have it
deal.
all.
I want the 5 for 5 from Wendy's, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Or Burger King, wherever that is.
That's a hard question, bro. That's honestly hard.
I would say, probably if I had to pick one.
It's hard, I'm not gonna lie.
I would say probably strong, because I'll be honest, that's my personal opinion. That doesn't mean that's going to be every single one of you guys' personal opinion. That's just my personal opinion. To be honest, when I first started lifting, I just loved lifting weight. I just wanted to lift weight, and I had fun doing it, and it was a big mental game for me. Like when I first started, it was just, I wanted an outlet because I had gone through some situations in my life, and I just wanted to lift weight because when I lifted the weight, it would calm me down. I would feel a lot better after. And so I would say the genuine root love of me going to the gym and me just starting to work out and getting into it, I think that the reason I got a lot more into it was because it helped calm me down when some days I felt full of pressure, full of anxiety sometimes, because there's a lot of things I do outside of the gym, whether it's your job or it's, church, you know what I mean? Or whether it's a financial situation. When I'd be facing things like that, I'd be like, you know what? I may not feel the greatest right now, but I'm going to go do something that not only physically, but scientifically is proven that it is a stimulant. And not only that, but it improves your life. You know what I mean? And when I would leave, it doesn't mean that it's like a magical serum. I leave and that everything's perfect now. But it helped calm me down to where I could make clearer decisions. So if you had to ask me, would you rather be strong, aesthetic, or rich from it? I'm gonna go back to my roots. I just loved lifting heavy weight. I just loved getting in there and just pumping because I loved how I would feel after and how I would be like, man, I can do this again.
Yeah.
It was the courage that was brought back into me through me just lifting the weight.
That's a good point. And I would say to that, all that he just said right now, most of the people in the gym, the biggest guys you'll see in the gym are not gonna be in the gym just because they want to look strong, they want to look aesthetic,
Yep.
or they want to be
That's
rich from
true.
it. Most of the people that get in the gym are just there because they're going through stuff in their personal life. That's what started me being in the gym, is like you start and there's so much stress going on, and it, like he said, it's a stimulus. So like you go in, and once you go in, you feel at peace. You know what I mean? And not saying that that's all you need in life is just to go to the gym, because you don't want that your life to be centered around just, oh, if I go to the gym, it's going to be a stimulus, I'm going to feel better. It is a way to feel better, but I would say, for me, personal belief, you have to rely on God. That is my that is my big thing. Not everyone is religious, but for me, you don't want to prioritize the gym
Over God.
Yeah, over
Yep.
God. So like, if you're putting the gym and that makes you feel better than going to stepping into the prayer closet, for me, that's where I need to draw the line. You have to understand there's a balance to it, right?
Yep.
So to answer the question though, would you rather be strong, aesthetic, or rich from fitness? Listen, aesthetic, no. Like that's a no-go. Like it would either be strong or rich from fitness. Listen, like I'm a power lifter at heart. I want to be strong,
315, guys.
but having money, like at the end of the day,
315.
315 bench press, but I'm not saying I need to be a millionaire, but being financially stable, financially stable in order to provide for your family. At the end of the day, you have kids. When I get older, and I do have kids, and I do have a wife, and it's like, you know, it'd be nice to be able to support them and have a nice life.
Oh yeah.
So I don't want to say rich from fitness, but I would say wealthy from fitness.
Yeah.
That's my thing. Listen, like I'd be strong aesthetic, but I think I would rather have my life set. Not only for me, it's not really about me, but I would just say for my family. That's the only reason why I would pick that.
Yeah, and I think that what I'm saying too is like, I would pick riches, but I think what I kind of named, like I said, it was the strength thing, and it was the focus too. It wasn't just how I said I wanted to be strong, but it was the focus that it would give me. I think when you tie that in, that can lead to you becoming financially stable because it gives you clarity every single day.
Sure.
And what I'm telling you is that what I was saying was, you go to the gym and you keep building this consistency, you want to feel better, you're clearing your mind. I feel like it'll set goals to where you can become aesthetic,
Yeah.
because you build this discipline through pain. Then you can become aesthetic. Then you can become financially stable. I don't think that necessarily the goal is, I just want to have so much money in the world. But like you said, again, you want to be able to be financially stable so you can take care of your family, so that you can take care of your loved ones, right? So you can take care of your mom or dad.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? And so what I'm telling you is what I said in the beginning, I think it correlates back into the other things coming along when you learn to start somewhere and go through the pain. These other things will happen when you
For sure.
just keep
Yeah.
going in there and trying,
And
lifting the weight.
A lot of people, listen, these are just questions, and it's strong aesthetic and rich from fitness. Listen, you can have all of these. If you are in the right mindset, you can have all of these. This is just a general question, but anyone that puts their mind to it, you can accomplish anything. All of these, you can have all of them if you want to, but it'd be pretty hard to be rich, aesthetic, and strong all at the same time. But
it doesn't mean that we're necessarily looking for all of it. But sometimes when you put in that work, these things just kind of come along. You know what I mean?
True.
It'll come with the process, because you're gonna keep learning more discipline, saying no when you feel like giving up, saying no when you're in a situation like that, and just being like, you know what, I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah.
You're gonna set goals, and those goals are gonna lead to, hey, maybe I do want to lean down a little bit.
Yeah.
And then while I'm doing that, I'm gonna post this content, and this content's gonna reach other people. They're gonna reach out to me.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, I want to get in shape. Can you help me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do
Sure.
it for this much, and I'm gonna do it so I can help you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so then everybody's getting helped,
Yeah.
And then-
everyone's improving,
and then you're starting to just fill up the categories, all three of them.
for sure.
We're gonna continue to question 3. Why do some people train for years and never change? Ooh, that's a good one.
I mean, that is a good question, but what I would say is, first off, not pushing yourself harder than you need to be.
Yep.
That is a necessity when it comes to training. Every time you step in the gym, there has to be a certain drive you have. And all these people that step in the gym, I'm not saying you guys are weak. Listen, if your goal is to be healthy and just step in the gym and maintain that for years to come, that's fine. But you can't be upset when you're not growing.
That's right.
Okay?
That's good. Yeah.
So most of the time, people, I think they get stagnant where they're at, and they're not where they want to be, but they're in shape. But it's like, why am I not growing? It's because you have to reach a certain mindset. You have to start learning about bodybuilding, about powerlifting, about nutrition, everything that it comes with working out. With working out, you have to learn about everything. As someone that comes from powerlifting, when it came to pressing 315 on my body weight, I weigh 150 pounds and I was pressing 315. When it came to doing that, you can guarantee I didn't just step in the gym and just lift 135 and just, it kept going up. You're gonna hit plateaus, you're gonna hit certain points where you need to break through. So what helped me with that is programming, hitting more bench press, learning the movement. I would study for hours on YouTube. I kid you not, I would go on YouTube and I would literally just look up videos, how to bench press, and just study for hours and hours and hours and reprogram, like how to just get that bench press locked in, right?
Yeah.
So my thing is why people never improve is just you have to reach a certain mindset where every day you're improving. One more point is progressive overload. Progressive overload. Every session you need to be tracking. Every session you need to be doing more weight.
That is a very good representation of that. Here's a quick summary. Just PR or ER. If you go in the gym, you're either going to get that new progressive overload, or you're going straight to the hospital. That's what I have to tell you guys.
Yeah.
Just joking, dude. Yeah, that's just.
Your
By
next
the way, I don't recommend that.
Yeah.
Don't listen to anything.
You're gonna leave it there? We'll go next question. This question is for Jesh. Is social media ruining gym culture?
I would say that
It's a hard one.
some social media platforms, yes, they are. Where you got people like Togi, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got a bunch of these also smaller influencers that are taking all this gear and stuff. He's kind of changed a little bit now. He's not just rambling in crazy gear now. I think he's trying to do better now and trying to actually get closer to God. That's what I heard, what he's trying to do. But I know that there's still guys out there that are just promoting drugs, steroids, and eating whatever we want and then just going and blasting, weight, which you can do that and you can get some gains from it, but I wouldn't say it's an optimal road to go down. Those type of fitness influencers, I would say kind of can ruin what these young gym guys or girls, whatever, are looking for as the goal. And it's like, if you're going to lead them towards hurting their bodies and putting this stuff in there, I don't think that's a place that these young people need to go. Because some of them, they're going to be young, but this is the only way I can become famous on Instagram, to become a popular influencer, right? But that's not true. A lot of it, like, there's people I know that are natural, that literally all they did is they were consistent. He's a perfect example. He can bench 315. And he's hit millions of views online, and he's not on steroids. Me too. Like, I know that I'm bigger. It's a genetic thing.
Yeah.
I can't bench 315 yet. I'll be honest with you guys.
Yeah.
But for me, I also eat a whole lot, and some people, they'll just be like, you're bigger, but I've never touched a steroid in my entire life. And I would just say, when it comes to the social media, there is people out there that I know that are running a positive, light out there saying, hey, let's dial in our diet, right? Let's change our habits. Let's change when we wake up today and start doing better. There's fitness influencers that I follow right now that are doing that, and they're natural, and they look just as good as somebody that's unnatural.
That's true.
But it comes down to, it's a lifestyle. I'm telling you, it's a lifestyle of the individuals and what they pick. So I'm telling you, you don't have to take steroids to blow up. You don't have to do those things to grow. Sometimes, if that's what you're going to follow, that road can actually steer you downwards in the long run. But those guys that are promoting the influencers that, hey, let's just try to start doing better in our lives by getting enough sleep, staying focused, staying locked in, maybe meal prepping, right? Progressive overload, he just named that, right?
Yeah.
And these there's influencers that are doing that. So I would say, when it comes to is social media ruining gym culture, I would say it's a 50-50 there.
50-50. Honestly, I was around the same boat too. All these people, I don't want you to think that we're hating on anyone. Obviously, we're doing social media right now, and we're just speaking the truth on how we feel. I did social media. I still do social media. I social media market for multiple people. My thing is that what most people are going to believe is what you see on social media. But I would say that it's 50-50, like Jess said. Like
Yep.
at the end of the day, there are people that are promoting good, and there are people that are promoting bad.
What separates people who bench 135 from people who bench 315, Jameson? Come on.
Okay,
Break
so
it down
we
for
actually
us.
talked about this. We were going over these questions, and we talked a little bit about this before doing this podcast. But what separates 135 and 315 is just progressive overload, pause reps. I'm being more technical here. Anyone that's trying to achieve a 315-pound bench press, progressive overload, pause reps, leg drive, building your lats. Lats is a big part of bench press, your triceps. Now, someone who's bench pressing 35, I mean, listen, I was bench pressing 135, I think, when I was 13, 14 years old.
When you were 13, 14?
Yeah, I have a video of it. When I was 13 or 14 years old, I was pressing 135.
Okay.
Now, keep in mind, if you're 13 and you're not there yet, or you're 14 or you're even 15 and you're not there yet, I am blessed to have good genetics. So when it did come to that, I did have really good genetics, like newbie gains.
Yeah.
I gained it pretty quick.
Yeah.
But the main thing is 135 to 315, you're just going to want to up the creatine,
Yep.
up the steroid, no, JoJo.
Up the steroids.
Up the steroids.
I know. Whoa.
Maybe,
Just tell me.
maybe up to 405, bro. I don't know about that.
Yep.
But you guys can get to 405. It's just going to take, naturally, it's going to take a lot more years. And you're going to be, for me to hit 405 at this body weight, take me at least 5-6 years to get to.
Yep.
But obviously with steroids, you could hit it quicker. But the main question is 135 to 315 is what I just named. The 5 things: leg drive, learning. Honestly, there's way more than 5 things. There's so much. Like when I was doing studying, basically you have to learn how your body handles even like the bench press right here.
The weight,
so,
yep.
so right here you have the rings. And for someone who has longer arms compared to my torso, I have to take a slightly wider grip. Now, most people will go in right here, and that will target more triceps. But the wider you go, the less range of motion you have. So if you're someone like Jess that is 6'2", and he's a bigger person, for him to increase his bench press, he's going to have to increase, or he's going to have to widen his width grip. So I would say pinky at this ring right here for you, people like you that are taller. But if you're shorter, you're more like 5'5", 5'6", 5'7", 5'8", you're going to want to take a slightly less grip than someone who is 6'2" or 6'3".
Yep.
Now for me, myself, I'm 5'9", 5'10", so I take a wider grip only because I was hitting plateaus, or I would make my grip wider so I'd have less range of motion. That is just one of the things that separates 135 from 315. Now I could go over multiple stuff, but we need to shorten this video. But if you guys want a video on how to increase your bench press, I'll give it to y'all. But next question. Are steroids becoming too normalized online, Josh?
Absolutely.
That's
Yes.
straight to the question. Absolutely.
Yes, they are. I mean, I'll be honest, I know guys that are literally pinning themselves online, and they're like, guys, I'm gonna run you through the whole thing real quick. We're not gonna cover anything up. We're just gonna show you guys right off the bat what we do. There's guys that literally do that, and I know of guys that are influencers. I was on Instagram yesterday. There's an influencer that literally popped up, and I had seen him before, but he had a whole new account.
Yeah.
And he hops on there and he's like, hey guys, they just banned my other account because they said I was posting too much stuff that was, it was not in the guidelines. Is basically what he was saying was he was posting like videos that would be like, you probably shouldn't be posting you doing steroids and showing everything and exposing everything to these kids. He literally got banned. Yeah. So what I'm saying is and it's not just him. There's multiple guys that are going up there and showing it.
Yeah.
It's way more openly expressed than it ever was before.
Yeah.
And it's way more openly accessible than it's ever been before too. I can literally go on Instagram, which is crazy too. They be banning people off Instagram for showing everything. But then there's an ad that pops up saying, do you want to get some, 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 do you want to get some? And of course, some of these whatever.
Yeah.
But it's so
might have to actually-
accessible.
Yeah, I don't know if YouTube allows us to actually say certain stuff.
Really?
I might have to bleep it out. Anyway, I'll cut all that out. But you can't be giving free game like that. No, I'm joking. We don't do anything. Good, guys.
What is the hardest part about staying disciplined year round?
Yep, that's a good question. The hardest part about staying disciplined year round. I would say the hardest part, staying disciplined year round, is not having motivation.
Yep.
Most people rely on motivation to keep them disciplined, but you have to learn to build the discipline by yourself. And that is a necessity when it comes to staying year round, year round, year round. When 2026 comes up, 2027, 2028, 2029, you're gonna catch me in the gym. And the reason why you're gonna catch me is because I don't rely on motivation.
Yep.
It is a lifestyle that you have to build.
Motivation will come and go. Yep.
Motivation comes and goes. Listen, I'm not saying you can't listen to like some motivation in your AirPods or whatever. Time to time you get motivated. But what separates people that don't get to where they want to go is obviously motivation. They rely on motivation instead of discipline. Right now, podcasts, if we're disciplined and we keep on going every Saturday, we just keep on posting. It doesn't matter the views we pull. Eventually, year after year after year, you get better, you get better, you get better, and you'll get to the place where you want to be.
Yep.
And the hardest part about staying disciplined year round is going to be, honestly, just not having motivation. Learning that going to the gym is just what you have to do. It's what you have to do.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people make excuses like, I have a family, I have kids. Like, listen, we don't have family, we don't have kids. So we don't really understand that yet. But I will say, I will be working out when I do have a family and I have kids.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says. You have to have something inside of your heart that you want to do it. It's not for me. It's for my family and for my kids. I want to be at a place where I'm able to protect my family and my kids, and I'm able to have my kids look up to someone. That's for me. It's not just for me. It's for my family. Learning to build that discipline or that mindset is going to help you stay year round.
Yep, and I think also with that, like he said, doing it year round, you will learn to grow. Even like he said, we don't have a family. I don't have a family yet. He doesn't have a family.
Yeah.
But even when we get to that point, there's going to be a managing process we have to go through.
Yeah.
So we learn how to utilize the time, and you spread it out instead of you just waking up, bumming around, scrolling through reels. Right. It's going to be a whole different ball game when you're actually married. You're in a relationship. You have some kids that are looking up to you, and they're being like, "Hey, my dad's my superhero. Dad is invincible, right?"
Yeah.
And that's how they're going to view you, and the better representation you give your kids is your kids are going to follow you in some way, in some form. It may not be where they're walking step right behind you, right? But they are watching you and they do care. So when they see you taking care of yourself, they're seeing that you have goals. They see that you love them. You make time for them.
Yeah.
They see that.
Yeah.
Just like everybody else will see it when they see when you're dialed in.
Yeah.
You're not.
And
it will,
everyone.
and it will make a difference through time. So staying consistent, so important. And I promise you, it's kind of like investing at the same time too. Through time, you will see that it does benefit.
Yeah.
It does help you grow, and it helps you build discipline where you're just like, I'm not going to do what I feel like.
Might be trash right now, guys, but it will be
Might
worth
be
it.
trash. We might be trash right now, right?
But it will be worth it later
We're
on.
trash right now. But one day, we'll be able to look back and be like, hey, we kept trying, and then after we tried some more. And then you know what happened after that? I got kind of discouraged. I just remembered I'm just going to keep trying.
Yep.
And that's all you can do. And I promise you, it doesn't matter who says what or what they say about you. You will make it and grow as long as you keep believing
That's good.
and you keep going year round.
Can going to the gym actually change your life mentally? We really just kind of talked about this, but
Oh, yeah. We kind of mentioned that when we were talking about question 2. That was it for me.
yeah.
Strong aesthetic, and I just said I wanted to be strong. But like it says, can going to the gym actually change your life mentally? Yes.
It can.
I promise you.
Changes it completely.
I promise you, when I first started working out at the gym, it was literally just kind of like I just wanted to do it because I wanted to be stronger and bigger, and I didn't want to be picked on.
Yeah.
And it came from like a root that was just, I didn't really understand it, but now I've realized how much it's helped me build discipline.
Yeah.
I've realized how much it's helped me on days where I was stressed. Like I was talking about a minute ago, days where I'm dealing with stuff at work or I'm dealing with stuff at church and I'm trying to manage everything. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go put my headphones in, listen to some music, some positive, uplifting music that'll encourage me to go back and be like, hey, we can do this.
Yeah.
You know? Does that mean that it's gonna be perfect and you're
Yeah.
gonna now, my mentality is gonna be perfect now? No. Because we're human. We're never gonna be
We're
perfect.
never gonna be perfect, guys.
We're
Never.
never gonna be perfect, but it's literally the effort and the discipline of consistency that you build that will change your life mentality. That will change your mentality.
Yeah,
You know?
it's true.
So I would have to say the
Yes.
gym does.
For sure. It does. And
It really does.
it changed my life completely too, mentally. You know, I was not, when I was 13 years old, the reason why I stepped in the gym was because, like you said, I didn't get like completely bullied, but I got laughed at. I was a naturally skinny kid, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys probably watching this video right now are, half of you guys are probably naturally skinny, and you guys need some motivation to keep on hitting the gym. But I'm
I
telling you
was
right
skinny
now,
too. Skinny mini.
believe it or not, look at this guy.
Go
This
check
guy
out
was skinny.
go check out my Instagram, JM Lifts Instagram.
Yep.
You can go see how I used to be an absolute twig,
Yep.
and now I'm less of an absolute twig.
I mean, he is massive, and it's like just to see, the growth, even with me and you, just we were not the biggest guys, and I'm not saying we're not doing this to fill our egos. We're just telling you that it will change your life mentally, physically, and emotionally in any way.
Yeah.
But
What gym opinion would get you canceled?
what gym opinion would get you canceled? Dude, I won't be able to put this in the video. Some gyms, they have a workout section for the girls, but why do the guys not get one?
Ooh.
Will that get you canceled? What gym opinion would get you canceled? I would say a good one would be that most of the people at the gym are not there to work out. And that is controversial a little bit. A lot of people would.
yeah.
But most of the people at the gym you see, guys,
6'7".
are gonna. Most of the people you guys see at the gym are gonna come and go. I'm just saying. I have been to the gym for a couple years now, and when you're going and you're going and you're going, you see people changing, and you see
Relationship don't work out, everybody leave.
yeah, you see people that if you go to especially a home
Womp
gym, I'll go to a home gym, you'll see people that stay there, very few, for over a couple years. But most of the time, people come and go, but people are not there to work out. That's my thing that probably get me canceled, but we'll think about keeping that in the video. What would you say? What would you say? We'll give you this question too, because this is kind of controversial.
There's a lot of gym bros that just go in there because sometimes they may just be wanting to get away from their responsibilities and they want to go just chill with their friends when really you should be using the gym to build your life, not to go there and get away from what mom's tasks she wants you to do at the house and be like, I'm just gonna go chill with my friend. If that's what you're doing and then every day you're coming back the exact same person, then you probably shouldn't be going to the gym because
That's
you're
true.
not going to the gym to go to the gym.
That's true. Hey, that's a good opinion.
That's why, and here's the thing. When I go to the gym with people, I don't mind talking and having fun, but I'm also gonna be like, hey, let's get this junk done. We're here to work out.
Let's get it done.
We're not just here to chat and giggle
Yeah.
and try to get away from our tasks as long as we can until it's like, oh, it's too late, it's night, I gotta go to bed, I gotta go, you know what I mean? That's exactly what you shouldn't be doing going
Yeah,
to the
go
gym.
ahead. Yeah. Now,
So
the last question for Joshua Garza, the one and only. This is the last question. You ready?
The one and only, yes.
At what point does fitness become obsession instead of self-improvement?
ooh, that's a really good question.
At what point does fitness become more of an addiction instead of self-improving?
When it drives you to where it's like, I cannot live without going to the gym. I have to leave every single family event. I can't go visit my family.
Can't take a
I
day
can't.
off.
I can't take a day off. I can't go to that funeral. I gotta go pump these biceps up.
Can't go to the funerals. Insane.
Yeah, just like, okay, let's break this down for a minute. You can't attend things that are important. You can't make it to church. I've had people tell me, sorry, I gotta go get this lift in. You're gonna put that over God, the one that gave you all
The
the limbs in
ability
your
to be-
body,
yep.
that gave you all the air to breathe while you're over there.
I'd be careful with
disrespecting Him.
that. I'd be careful with that.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. And here's the thing is that once it becomes to the point where it's like, I don't need God, I don't need to respect my family, and by the time I get to talk to them, you know, it's like, oh, hey mom, how you doing? I haven't talked to you in 15 years. You know, sorry, I've just been busy working out, and I'm just so obsessed with trying to become so big and jacked and successful
Yeah.
that it's taken away from the root, your actual roots, and not just roots, but the healthy roots you have.
Yeah.
I think that's when it becomes an absolute obsession instead of a self-improvement, where
For
it's
sure.
not, where it's literally coming out of the box of helping your life. It's coming, everything is this. Everything is gym, 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 and no Jesus,
No, nothing.
no family.
No.
You can't even make it to a funeral because you can't even make it to your sister's wedding or your brother's wedding.
That is where it becomes
know?
insane.
That's
honestly.
where it's just like, okay.
Um,
And I know people joke around it. They think it's funny. They'll make memes about people.
people will though.
But when it comes down to the root of
Yeah.
it, it's like, okay, that's probably when this is an obsession, and we need to find some balance here because it's not working out. It's the same with a business.
Yeah.
If the manager sees that, this something's not working out in the business properly, he's gonna be like, okay, we need to make some changes because this is not the way this needs to be.
For sure.
There needs to be some balance here. I don't want to have to let go of this employee, or I don't want to have to fire this manager, but we're gonna have to figure something out. And yes, that hurts, but it's the same with, you're gonna have to self-check yourself. You have to self-check for your self-improvement and be like, okay, this isn't obsession, this isn't self-improvement anymore. I'm literally going off the deep end with this, and this isn't balanced anymore. My life isn't balanced.
Yeah.
You don't have any balance.
Yeah,
And once
for
your life is not balanced anymore,
Yeah.
that's when it's like, okay, we need to balance this again. Just like you need to balance a business so you can
Yeah.
run it. You got to balance it and make it more of a self-improvement where it helps your life instead of hinders it.
I would say to this question, to end it off, is a lot of people think in life to become successful or to become rich or to become the best version of yourself is that all you have to do is 72 hours a day, literally, 24 hours, 72 hours, 100 hours a day, just consistently pour into whatever your craft is. But I believe balance is a big thing.
Yep.
I think a lot of people think they want to get rich quick, they want muscles quick, and how I do that is I just pour 15 hours a day into a certain thing.
Yep.
That will drain you, and that is not realistic. A lot of people have this thing in their mind that if they just do this for hours and hours, skip all the funerals, skip all, just put the gym before everyone else, they're gonna get there quicker. Actually, I didn't start seeing a lot of improvement until I actually started taking rest days.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I started taking rest days and you see a lot more improvement. So when you guys skip the gym and you guys, man, I want to go to the gym, but you have something important to be at, think about that your body's actually going to grow more. That's how I view it.
Yep. And on top of this, I'll be honest with you guys, back then when I was younger, I wasn't balanced with the gym.
Yeah.
I would literally bum around all day
Yeah.
and just do the very least until it was time for me to go to the gym. And I actually realized that it's like, that's not balanced. If you're literally just being like, I don't want to try on anything
Yeah.
else in my life, I'm just going to pour everything I have into the gym, then that's not balanced.
It's not balanced.
Because then it's like, you'll just wait and doom scroll on your phone, try to get, and then until it's
Yeah.
time to go to the gym, it's like, okay, now we got to lock in. It's like, well, the gym is supposed to be a part of your life, not your whole life, right?
Yeah.
And so once I got a job and I started working, and then after working, I learned how to talk to people, and I started mowing lawns and doing all this stuff in my day, and then going to the gym.
Yeah.
Not only did it help me be able to surface my life better and have clear focus, but I promise you, I felt even stronger. I don't know if it's that one. I don't even know if that one's just me, but I literally remember I was hitting PRs after working hard that day. I mean, I got a tan. You have that drive because you've already been building all of it all day because you've already been working, getting what you need to get done all day.
Yeah.
And so that drive is already there.
I'm going to be completely transparent with y'all, is the best workouts sometimes, I work construction. And I work construction with my brother-in-law. Go check out New Generation Construction on Instagram. Shout out to my brother-in-law. He's a really good, shout out. He's really talented. If you guys ever need a house built, you guys ever need anything done, go hit up New Generation Construction.
It popped up on my
Yeah.
feed just the other day.
New Generation Construction on Instagram.
Yep.
Shout out to them. But I work construction with them. And there's days I'll have the best workout is after having a hard day working construction out in the heat, loading up the trash in the trailer, literally for 5 hours just, and people get exhausted, be like, there's no way you go to the gym. That will be the best workout because you wanna have it here mentally.
Yep.
It's there mentally, guys.
Yep.
It's not motivation. You think I was motivated after that hard work day? I wanted to go to the gym? No, it's because you have it inside of you. It's for other people. It's for your family. It's not for you. I think that's all
think
for
that's
this
a good to wrap it up.
podcast. Shout out to Jeshua Garza. Go follow him. JM Lifts on Instagram. JA.lift on Instagram if you guys want to see any more of our reels and our content. We're going to keep posting on YouTube.
The whole point is, dude, we're moving up, we're growing, and the
Yeah.
whole thing is like, this isn't even about us really. This is
not
about
about- it's
us,
not about us,
helping
bro.
other people.
Helping people.
Because there's a
Yeah.
lot of other people
that need help.
that need help.
Yeah.
And I know they'll be like, okay, but you guys are the ones starting it, so y'all are trying to make it all about you. It's like, no, like literally, if I could get to the point where I can actually help other people, I've told them before
There's
too.
people I help all the time in the gym.
You can literally live
Yeah.
longer.
Yeah.
You can literally live longer as long as
Yeah.
you're not taking steroids and abusing those, because steroids are drugs, right?
yeah.
You can literally live a healthier, happier life as long as it's balanced. Like we just went through this whole list. You can do all that.
Yeah.
We're doctor, just joking.
Yeah.
We're
nah,
doctors.
nah.
Yeah, just joking.
But this is not about the podcast at the end of the day.
Yep.
At the end of the day, it's about helping y'all. So please subscribe. If you guys want to see more content like this, if you guys want to leave a comment, you guys have any questions, go DM him, go DM me. I don't care if this video gets 2 views and it's on the For You page. Those 2 people are going to help more than just me and him. So at the end of the day, if this video gets 50 views, 2 views, I don't care at all. At least it's showing that we're doing this.
Let's go.
Hey, if any pre-workout brands want to sponsor us, you know, hit us up. You know, I've used these over the years.
Really,
so-
these actually really do work. You want to bench 315? You know where to go.